අතට ගන්න දැන් බෙදන්න.
So today is what we call a papa ceremony. In English we call it forest cloth offering ceremony. So this ceremony dates back to the time of the Buddha, where in the time of the Buddha, cloth was very difficult to come by. So what would happen was before, when somebody passed away, they would typically wrap the body in cloth, and before the cremation they would remove that cloth and they would hang it on a nearby tree. Being hung on a nearby tree would be the indication for the Buddhist monks. That was for them. That was for them to collect, wash, dye, and make into one of the 3 robes which is allowable for a Buddhist monk. So this is still practiced to this day. Obviously cloth is not as a rarity as it used to be, but nowadays we still symbolically do this through offering cloth that many of you have brought today. And nowadays the trees have turned into money trees, which are now sitting in front of me now. So last night our teacher, Ajahn Kalyano, he described the importance of the Papa ceremony and how trees in particular are very important to Buddhist monks. So later on after this ceremony we'll invite you all to come up to the site where we'll be planting a Bodhi tree. The Bodhi tree is the offshoot of the Sri Mahabodhi in the Mahabodhi temple in India. So we invite you all to join us up on the hill, and we'll be planting the Bodhi tree. The tree symbolizes our tradition is from Ajahn Chah. He's our main teacher who passed away 28 years ago. He is like the trunk of our tree, and this little monastery here in Mount Pleasant, South Australia, is like a little branch of that tree. We've been here for a year and a half, just over a year and a half now, coming up to 2 years. And so, like Ajahn Kalyano's spoke in his talk last night, these are the early days of the monastery. So we've had good fortune of so much support early on, and we'd like to namely thank Mrs. Mandy Jane Giannopoulos for representing the Thai community and coming to our events. We appreciate that, as the Royal Thai Consulate General for South Australia. And so being a little branch of a bigger picture, which is the Ajahn Chah monasteries, Ajahn Chah is like the trunk of the tree, and we're trying to continue what he taught and practiced, and continue to this day as well. So without speaking too much, we'll now begin the ceremony, and we'll invite Thro to ask for the 5 precepts. So we'll do, for those of you who know the 5 precept chant, you can chant it together. We'll do Arahant first. 5 precepts. And we'll start with the Namo Tassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dhammang saranang gacchami. Sanghang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami. Tisarana kamanang nitithang. Panatipata Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami. Adinadana Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami. Kami sumichachara Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami. Musawada Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami. Sura Miraya Majja Pamadatana Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami. Imani Pancha Sikkhapadani Silena Sugating Yanti Silena Bhoga Sampata Silena Nibuting Yanti Tasama Silang Visuddhaye. So now we'll continue with the papa offering. This is the time where you can hold your cloth if you've brought any cloth with you, and food and so forth. And we will lead you in the offering. เชิญทุกท่านถือผ้าที่เอามาวันนี้หรือว่าให้พนมมือแล้วก็อธิษฐานตั้งจิตอธิษฐานที่ผ้าป่า
รานิวิภูสังคัสสะโอโนชยามะสาธุโนพันเตวิภูสังโฆอิมานิรังสกุระจิวรานิสัปริวรานิปฏิคันหาตุอัมหากังทิธารกังหิตายะสุขายะข้าแต่พระสงฆ์ผู้เจริญ พวกข้าพเจ้าทั้งหลายขอน้อมถวายผ้าบางสกุลจีวรพร้อมด้วยบริวารเหล่านี้แด่พระภิกษุสงฆ์ขอพระภิกษุสงฆ์โปรดรับผ้าบางสกุลจีวรพร้อมบริวารเหล่านี้ของพวกข้าพเจ้าทั้งหลายเพื่อประโยชน์และความสุขแก่ข้าพเจ้าทั้งหลายตลอดกาลนานเทอญ
And it will do it in English as well.
We request to make this offering of accompanying article. Bhikkhu Sangha. Please accept this glasses and the accompanying articles for our long-term benefit and happiness.
Sadhu. So we'll invite Mrs. Mandy Jane Giannopoulos as a representative of the Thai community to come forward and make an offering on top of it on behalf of the Thai community. Now we'd like to invite everyone else who has any cloth items can bring them forward now, and they can offer to any monk on down the line. You can feel free to offer to any monk down the line. So in a moment, the Sangha will chant a blessing for you all to wish you good health, long life, happiness, strength. But before we do, we'd like to invite Thanajan Larry from Bodhipalamonastry in Sydney to just say a few words. Very happy to be here today as part of your forest cloth offering ceremony, and I rejoice with the practice of the Sangha over this rains retreat, all the support they've received from the laity, all the goodness that you've built, and to everyone coming to take part in this ceremony together. I know from experience that when the monastery is new, that it takes many people to come together in harmony and to sacrifice in order to make a successful ceremony and to make the monastery grow and prosper. I can see that much has been done since the last time I've come here. New toilet facilities, the grounds have been maintained, all the things have to be set up for today. New kuti and hut being built for the monks to practice. Someone had to take me from the airport. Many people have to come and help, people donating financially, materially, and volunteering. And so all of this comes from the heart of self-sacrifice. So sacrificing for the benefit of others. And my teacher, Venerable Ajahn Anan, he would emphasize self-sacrifice a lot. He would say it's very important. He would compare it to being the first rung of a ladder of letting go. If one doesn't have self-sacrifice, then one would be unable to get to the higher stages of letting go. And I can still remember that when we had a ceremony like this in Wat Mapjan, Thailand, where there was 1,000 over people, and it's in the short break after the meal and before the robe offering, Ajahn Anan would walk to the kitchen and he'd go look at the people who were washing the dishes, cleaning the tables, packing up and sweeping. And the people who saw their great teacher come out to the kitchen and to acknowledge them who were supporting in the background, they would get much joy and happiness from that. And to support and sacrifice for a monastery is a great merit and a great gift, because a monastery is a very important place where people can come every day and make merit and build goodness. And for some people, it's a very bright light in a lot of darkness. We have one person who comes to our monastery regularly, and she has to deal with a very difficult situation at home where her husband doesn't treat her very well. But she says she can bear all of that because she can come to the monastery. It makes her mind brighter. She can put down some of her worries and troubles, and she can keep going and keep practicing Dhamma. So this place on this Pleasent mountain is a monastery where they practice the tradition of Venerable Ajahn Chah. So this is an important place to support. We are all very fortunate then and have a lot of great merit here to be able to have these facilities, because it's taken many great people that have come before us that have really sacrificed in order for us to be able to be here. For myself, one of the reasons I'm here today is because in June I did go to pay respects to Venerable Ajahn Kalyano in Budubana Monastery, and he invited me then, come to this robe offering in November, and so I accepted back then.
And so this is a sign of the great compassion and care that Venerable Ajahn Kalyana has for the monastery and to all of you here. So you all have a very great opportunity. And Ajahn Kalyana has sent Jnana Depot here in order to lead the daily activities, to guide the disciples, and to help develop the monastery, to facilitate the growing numbers. And so we're very fortunate, and we should use this in our Dhamma practice to support us on our path to Nibbana, the freedom from all suffering. And Nibbana may sound like something very far off or even unreachable, but it is important to put the right causes in every day and in each opportunity. There was this one 9-year-old boy who goes to this Buddhist school in India, and they join these online Dhamma video conference that my teacher gives. And this boy asked Ajahn Anan, he asked, if everything is impermanent, then is Nibbana impermanent? And Ajahn Anan was very impressed that this boy could ask this type of question. And so he asked the boy, how old are you? He said, 9 years old. So what age do you go to school? And what age do you finish school? 6 years old to 16 years old. And then he asked, well, when you finish school at 16 years old, do you need to come back again and study again and learn anew? And he says, no, Ajahn, you're finished. You don't need to come back anymore. And he said, oh, Nibbana is like that. The Arahant, the fully enlightened one, they have been liberated from suffering. They've succeeded. There's no need for them to come back and be born again. So in a way, we could say that all of us here are coming together, all different classes in one school, learning. We're learning together, and we're learning about suffering, the causes of suffering, and the ways to free ourselves from suffering. And so we'll see that if we lack mindfulness and wisdom, then we will act, speak and think in ways that are unskillful, that are harmful to ourselves and others. But if we do have mindfulness and wisdom, then we will speak, act and think in ways that are skillful, that are good, and that are beneficial to ourselves and to others. So we should be determined in this life that we have here, this great opportunity, that we will build goodness. We will use this life to practice Dhamma and to develop our minds. And when we come here together, all different classes like this to learn, we should also have harmony together. So it means that if we see other people, we shouldn't fault them too quickly, too easily, shouldn't criticize them. Maybe they're a few classes behind, but one day they will learn. So we should have kindness and compassion for them. And on the other hand, when we see other people who have a lot of barami, a lot of spiritual development, and we think, oh, you know, we can get discouraged. But instead, we should be determined that we want to follow the teachings of the Buddha. We'll follow the guidance and advice of Venerable Ajahn Kalyana, Ajahn Yanadepo, and we'll put them into practice. We'll try to work on ourselves, our own minds, and develop that. And if we do this, then we will be able to get closer to Dhamma, to Nibbana, walking on that path, and we will be able to develop our minds. So I just give a few words of encouragement like this, and again I rejoice with all the goodness that you've made today and in the past. May this be the cause for your good health, long life, happiness, prosperity and growth in the Dhamma, and may all your noble aspirations meet with success.
So we can express our appreciation for the words from Tanajan Larry by saying sadhu 3 times together. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So now the Sangha will chant a blessing to you all, an appreciation for not only the support for the monastery today, but over the past year and a half that Bodhipala has been now established for, and wish you all growth and happiness in the Dhamma. Yatawariwaha pura paripurinti sakarang Ewa hito tinang petanang upakapati Ichitang patitang tumhakipamewa samichato Sabe purintu sankapa Chanto panaraso yatam hanicho tiraso yata
Sapitiyo vivachanto
Saparaka vinasato Matya pavatvatarayo sukhiti kayo kopava Apivatana sile sadecham huta pachayino Chataro tamavatanti Ayuvano sukhang Palang sapaputtanupavena sapathammanupavena sapasangkanupavena puttaratanang Tamharatanang Sankaratanang Tinang Ratananang Hanupavena Chaturasiti Sahasatammakantanupavena Pitakatayanupavena Chinasawakanupavena Sapete Roka Sapete Paya Sapete Antaraya Sapete Havamankan Visantu Hayuvatako Tanavatako Sirivatako Yasavatako Balavatako Vanhavatako Sukavatako Hotu Sapata Tukaro Kabaya Vira Soka Satu Chupatawa Aneka Hantaraya Pivina Santu Chate Chasa Chayasi Titanang Lapang Soti Pakayang Sukhang Palang Sirihayu Chawano Chapukang Huti Chayasawa Satawa Sachahayu Chachiwasiti Pavantu Te Mahakaruniko Nato Hitaya Sapapaninang Puritawa Parami Sapapato Samputi Mutama Itena Sachawachena Hotu Te Chayamankara Chayanto Putiyam Huli Sakayanang Nantivatano Ewang Tawang Vichayo Hijaya Suchayamankale Aparachita Palang Kisi Se Patavi Pokare Apise Kesa Paputtanang Akapato Pamutati Sunakatang Samangkalang Supapatang Suhutitang Sukano Samahuto Chasuyi Tang Brahmachari Supatakinang Kayakamang Vachakamang Patakinang Manokamang Paniti Patakina Nikatawana Lapantati Patakine bhavatu sabba mangalang rakantu sabba devata sabba buddha nupavena sata soti bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalang rakantu sabba devata sabba dhamma nupavena sata soti bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalang rakantu sabba devata sabba sankanu bhavena sata soti bhavantu te. So that completes the papa ceremony. We'll now just pay respects to the triple gem, and we will make our way, those of you who are not too hot, we'll make our way up to the Bodhi tree, and we'll do the planting of the Bodhi tree now. So Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivatemi Sawakato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang Namasami Supatipanno Bhagavato Sawaka Sankho Sanghang Namami. Bow 3 times to Lumpucha. And the monks will pay respects to Tanajan Paitun first, and then the lay people. The lay people can bow to Tanajan. One thing I forgot to do is, Will, can you give out the gifts to the visiting monks? And Mandy, Jane, we've got one more little gift for you as well. If you wouldn't mind coming forth one more time. Okay, so everyone's welcome to, if we make our way down to the new toilet block, and there's 2 hedges there, and you go across the hedges, across the bridge, and up towards the flags and the lovely flower arrangement up there. Bodhi means enlightenment, and so our monastery is called Bodhipala. Pala means the caretaker of enlightenment, so someone who's looking after the enlightenment path. So Bodhi tree is very symbolic here, having the monastery name in Bodhipala. So it's a very auspicious occasion for us to get together and establish the roots of Buddhism in Mount Pleasent here in South Australia. So we'll do this together. The monks will chant a chant while the Chris then pull that apart and you just keep going as we Jayanto Bodhiyam Hule Sakayanam Nandivatano Hewang Kawang Vijayo Hijaya Sujaya Mangkale Aparajita Parang Kesi Se Patavi Pokare Abhiseke Sabhabutanam Akapato Pamodati Sunakatam Sumankaram Supapatam Suhoditam Sukano Sumahota Jasuyitam Brahmacharin Supatakinam Kaya Kamam Vacha Kamam Patakinam Patakinam Mano Kamam Panitite Patakinam Patakinam Nikatavana Lapantate Adakine. 3 is a lucky number in Buddhism. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. We'll get everyone to join in afterwards. Hey, maybe everyone who wants to come through can come through and scoop a little bit of dirt into the, and the monks will chant the blessing and sprinkle with you with holy water as well. If everyone's not in a rush home, the monks will now take a tour to the around the monastery if you're interested.